Are you in the healthcare profession and you are looking to experience the beautiful weather, the blue skies, the beautiful beaches of Orange County, California? What do you need to know if you are moving here as a healthcare professional, whether you are a nurse or a doctor, or, you know, I'm not in healthcare, so I don't know all the different...
A hospital administrator, like all that stuff. I mean, like if you're in the healthcare profession, what do you need to know? Because, you know, again, you want to experience the life here, right? You want to live behind the orange curtain. You've heard all the great stories about Orange County. You're like, well, what else do I need to know about it? That at least pertains to me specifically in my line of work.
Yeah, so I'd say one thing you need to know, and one thing that's actually really nice about Orange County, is that there are lots and lots of different hospitals all over Orange County, so you could virtually really work anywhere. I mean, I don't know, you know, what your position is in terms of what you're applying for, but it's not like all of our healthcare is centered in one area. It's all over the place.
Yeah, and actually I have to say that, so it's sprinkled throughout, so it's not like concentrated in one little area like you mentioned. And also, many of these hospitals are not like, you know, these are actually very highly ranked hospitals. 8 of the top 36 hospitals in all of California are in Orange County itself, and there's a couple others that are right next door, so like 10 of the top 36, like let's say Newport only, or Huntington Beach only, or Orange, they're like all over the place. And so what's nice is that wherever you kind of live, because I know that, again, doctors and stuff especially, you have to be on call. So you know, I know that being able to actually get from your home to where you need to be, you know, on a moment's notice can be challenging, especially depending on where you are. So one, in Orange County, you're pretty close to wherever you need to be. What's nice is that Orange County itself, as proximity, no matter where you are in Orange County, you're about 30-ish minutes from one point to another in Orange County overall. I mean, obviously in the very extreme of San Clemente and going to the very extreme of like La Habra, like, that's going to be a bit more, but in general, it's about 30 minutes kind of to everywhere. So one, you have that peace of mind, but second is that, okay, obviously the hospitals, depending on where you are, I know a lot of doctors juggle multiple hospitals too.
Yeah, they do.
So again, you can be fairly centrally located anywhere. And again, be able to get to anywhere you need to go to. So before we continue, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Sean Dezad.
And I'm Courtney Dezad.
And we're licensed realtors here in the state of California. And if you're watching this channel, you might be thinking, wow, Sean, I love Orange County. I love the blue skies. I love the sea breeze here. I can't wait to move in here now. The problem is I'm not local, and maybe out of state, and maybe even out of the country, so I don't know what to do. I totally get that. That's when to reach out to us so we can have that conversation, find out specifically what you're looking for, and be your boots on the ground. Once we know what you're looking for, we can actually do virtual tours of not just the properties, but the neighborhoods as well. Really find that perfect home for you. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country. Okay. And that ambulance that you're hearing in the background?
Not a prop.
It's not a prop. It actually is just happening right now. So, yeah, so case in point in terms of, you know, Orange County being a small county, so you could live in a lot of different areas, even if your hospital is in a certain spot. For example, the doctor that delivered our 2 kids, he lived here in Huntington Beach and worked in Newport in Hoag Hospital, and he had offices in Newport and Huntington Beach. So, you know, you don't have to necessarily live in the city in whatever hospital you're working in.
Exactly, because everything's pretty close. And actually what's nice too about Orange County is that everyone hears about how terrible the traffic is in Southern California. And again, that's a reputation well-deserved. However, at least in Orange County, we're the best of that. You know, where if you compare us to Riverside County, San Diego County, LA County, 100 times better than them, just because, one, we have, you know, given how small our geographic size is, we have lots of freeways that run through, but on top of that, our roads are on the newer, I would say on the newer side compared to, let's say, LA especially, where they're pretty big thoroughfares in general, like where there's a lot of them. So it's really easy to take either the freeway route or alternate routes to get to wherever you need to go to. So again, it gives you that bit more peace of mind if you obviously have to be on call in those kind of situations.
Yeah.
And I know we brought up obviously the fact that there's a lot of great hospitals here. So one, there's obviously many more than the 8 that we mentioned, but these are the 8 made the top 36 in the whole state. But of course, beyond that, I don't know if you know this about Orange County, but we really represent when it comes to elective surgeries, specifically nip and tuck type ones. So if you specialize in that, you will not have a problem finding work here.
Or finding clients.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, you definitely won't. So something that, you know, typically people who are in the medical profession and I don't know, maybe you have a family, you probably are concerned are what are the schools like in Orange County? Well, what's one nice thing about Orange County, and this is something we say all the time on the channel, is that Orange County has very highly ranked schools all over the county. Obviously, Irvine is famous for having the Irvine Unified School District, and of course, it's, you know, fantastic. But that's not the only place that you can live to have very highly ranked schools. We always like to say, no matter where you are, maybe the school that you're zoned for isn't the most highly ranked if you care about the rankings, but you have options. There's lots of really highly ranked charter schools in truly whatever city you're living in.
Yeah, and obviously there's different school districts, and that's where, again, you want to reach out to us, because some school districts are a little bit easier than others to transfer from, like, you know, let's say to transfer from one school to the other. So obviously you want to reach out to us so we can kind of have that conversation, let you know specifically what you're looking for, and of course, you know, we recommend talking to the school administrators, like check on Facebook group pages or groups for parents of pupils at those schools that you might be interested in, just to make sure that you're comfortable, because even those ranking sites, they only tell you so much,
Yeah.
and that's where, you know, you need to find out if it's right for your pupil to be.
Yeah, and just because a school has maybe a B ranking or something like that, that doesn't mean it's not a popular school. For example, I always like to point to, there's a school in Dana Point called RH Dana, and they do ocean science and Spanish immersion. It's a very popular school, but I don't know why, for whatever reason, niche.com doesn't give it a good rating. So the ratings, they don't, I mean, they mean...
That's not the end all be all.
Yeah, it's not the end all be all, right? Like, it's a jumping off point, so.
Exactly.
And then you might also be interested in crime and safety statistics. So, you know, lots of different cities in Orange County, lots of different neighborhoods have very good, meaning better than average for the U.S. average crime and safety statistics. Of course, crime and safety, it's very subjective, so Sean can always give his little spiel about that.
Yeah, exactly. So what Courtney and I might think is safe and what you might think is safe is two totally different things, and they may not mesh with whatever even the statistics say. So one, we recommend obviously doing your research on these various sites just to kind of see what's going on, let's say with FBI data, that kind of thing. But second is obviously, if you're interested in an area, I highly recommend going to that pocket, you know, maybe like multiple times a day, and in the evening, kind of get a feel of, okay, how does this feel for you? Because at the end of the day, you're going to be living there, so you want to make sure that you're comfortable at the end of the day, like, you know, wherever you are.
Yeah, and then usually, it depends on the city, but most cities, if you go to their police department's website, you can actually find a crime map for that city. So that's just another resource. Now, to get a little bit more specific, if you are in the healthcare profession and you want to live in Orange County, but maybe you are working in LA, we have several videos on this channel about what are very popular places to live in Orange County if you are working in LA. So I will link to those at the end. So I don't know if you want to add to that.
No, exactly. And we have, yeah, we've done videos about this because obviously, you know, I've had people reach out to me, again, not necessarily doctors, but they, you know, let's say work in LA, but they want to live, let's say in South Orange County, like in Dana Point, for instance. I think that that's a little bit far away. If you're having to commute consistently, obviously if it's just something you're doing once or twice a week, that's one thing. If you're going there 5 days plus a week, that may be a bit of a difference. So that's where I kind of go, well, let's kind of focus on this North Orange County cities, because there's some fantastic cities in North Orange County that I think are every bit as good as the South Orange County cities. So that's where you kind of, you know, that's where we work together, right? That's where we have that conversation. You reach out to us, we find out specifically what your needs are, where you may be working, and then, you know, find you that perfect property.
Yeah, and then if you are in the healthcare profession, you probably should know that there are definitely loan programs that are specific to the healthcare profession. Obviously, Sean's not a lender, I'm not a lender, so.
I used to be, but again, not one currently.
Yeah, but if you want to just give maybe some like general things to know about it.
Exactly, so there's different loan programs. So I know like with a lot of doctors, again, especially if you're kind of newer in the profession, so you may be carrying some student debt. So some of these programs actually, they don't count that student debt against your income, which helps to qualify more. So that's one thing, that's a possibility. Another possibility is that they have low down payment loan programs where you're not getting severely dinged on interest rate or mortgage insurance. So there are specific programs that really could be of a huge benefit. That's one, but again, of course, qualifications vary. Again, it just depends on the program. So obviously reach out to us. We can, you know, hook you up with a loan officer or a few loan officers, really giving you a sense of what programs are available to, like, for your specific situation.
But obviously, if you are in the healthcare profession and you are thinking about moving to Orange County, you're not alone, right? I mean, I think one of the reasons that we benefit from having very good healthcare is because it's, you know, it's a desirable place to live. So the best doctors are competing to come here, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's shocking that, again, our small little county here has 8 of the top 36 ranked hospitals in the entire state. And this is not a small state, so it's kind of amazing that we have that many. So people just want to live here, I guess.
Yeah.
And remember, we are licensed realtors here in the state of California. So as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.